What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Skies. That's right, guys. We're back once again. Last episode, we just got onto this island, right? And we did our first initial stuff. We made ourselves a sifter. We made some storage. We got ourselves a pet rock and a frog, which is still hidden underneath this this log here. Just for safekeeping for now. We'll let them out eventually. Why is there fish over there? What is actually happening? That's not a fish. What are you? You're a fairy. Why? And it's gone. Hello? Hello? Okay. We had some fairies that spawned. It looked like that was fish out of water. Whoa. Whoa. Pufferfish. Pufferfish, please. I thought that was a fish out of water. And I thought it was dying to suffocation. But no, apparently those are force craft fairies. Interesting. Anyways, so today what we need to do is we need to progress a little bit further. We're looking at automating our sifter last episode. That's pretty much where we left off, is that we have a quest where we can start automating this. And I definitely want to automate this. So in order to get going here, we need to make ourselves a water wheel. So let's take a look at this. We can get rid of these things. So the water wheel requires 8 planks, easy, and then a shaft, and the shaft is made with 2 andesite alloys, right? So we were given some andesite alloy before, but we don't have enough now. We only have 1 remaining in order to do anything. So we definitely need to make more. So 2 iron nuggets plus 2 andesite. 2 andesite, yep, and then we can craft that together in order to make an andesite alloy. Very good. So now we have 2 of these. So those together make a shaft. And then we need some planks in order to do the thing that we wanted to do here, make the water wheel. Boom. And we have 7 shafts remaining. Okay, so that was easy. 1 water wheel. That's going to give us 3 more, which is pretty cool. 8 more shafts. And then 2 hoglin ears. I don't know so much about eating hoglin ears, but that is a new food. And it is free food, so can't complain too much about it. So let's go back over here. We are going to make a few more water wheels because we are going to need more than just 4. So I'll go ahead and make a total of 8 of them for now. We might add more later. Basically, what we want to do is have enough rotational energy coming from this water wheel in order to power this sifter. And probably we're going to want to make one for, or at least have one being operated for gravel, for sand, and for dust, right? So we're going to want most likely 3 of these, if not 4, because you can also sift dirt, if I remember correctly. If we take a look at the andesite mesh, andesite mesh, we look at the uses on that. Yeah, so dust, sand, gravel, dirt, and it looks like you can do grass, but I don't think that's something we're going to be doing too often. You can do netherrack, but again, that's probably not something we're going to be doing too often. It looks like leaves can go through there if you want some of these items. Mycelium if you want mushrooms. That almost feels like a one-time just to get both mushrooms, and then you can just grow those into the giant mushrooms, right? What does it say? A visiting villager has arrived. Hey, this place is pretty nice. I think I will stick around. A visiting villager? Let's come over here and take a look. Hello, villager. You're a fisherman. Oh, you're a fisherman? Probably because of that barrel, aren't you? Okay. So, yeah, we have a villager. Cool. So it says he's going to stick around. Awesome. Maybe we'll make something out of the villagers later. A trading hall or something. I don't know how necessary that's going to be, but yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, when I played this pack before on livestream, I don't think I ever had a villager come to my island. I wonder how often that is. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, water wheel. We want to power multiple sifters, and I think we were given extra. Yeah, we have a total of 5 sifters. I really don't think we need 5 of these, but one thing I do know is you can stack them next to each other, and they will use the rotational energy off the gear to power the next one, right? So just having these all in a line, all you gotta do is just power one and they power each other, right? So that is pretty cool. But yeah, we need to get these water wheels set up. The way I did this before is underground here. I dug down. This island is actually kind of deep. Let me see if I can do this without falling off. Yeah, so you can see there's some stone under there. The very edge is just dirt and it's kind of shallow. Towards a little bit in, you can kind of go down a bit and get some things underground. So what I think we're going to do is we'll just dig down here. We'll have our water wheels underground. We'll bring that rotational energy up, and then we'll power our sifters from underneath. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So first things first, I just need to start digging underground and digging out a space for our water wheels. So that is what I am about to do. Right, so I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do this or how big this needs to be offhand. So yeah, I ended up digging actually a couple different things. Yeah, so I dug over here. There wasn't much room. Then I decided I was going to rearrange it and move it over here. So we're going to send our rotational energy up this hole right here, which means we need our water wheels basically going down this way. Let's take a, oh, I don't even have them on me. I guess we can't take a look at those. Let's go ahead and go upwards. We'll go grab our water wheels, come down, see how these things all kind of go together. I did have to make myself another stone pickaxe. That one that we had before just did not have enough juice to keep going. So, oh no, not the sifters. We need the water wheels. Yeah, and then we're going to need these shafts as well. Okay, so back down here. Just go ahead and dig this out. Also, I guess I should make this a little bit safe so we don't wander off. Yeah, the island isn't solid underneath it. We have like these little rock spires or whatever. So there are some void spaces. You got to be very careful when you're digging down that you don't dig down into void and then actually fall into the void. That would be awful, right? So yeah, the water wheels, let's place a little bit of a buffer here and then we'll place that like that. Okay, so it is a, I don't know if that's a 1 block thing with just like, is that taking up 3 by 3 or is that just taking up a 1 block and it's just got a bigger than 1 block thing? I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're going to place these like so, right? And then we need to run water over them, obviously, for them to turn. That's why they're called water wheels, right? So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll move this torch. We're probably going to want these on the walls or something like that. So a couple of things. We need to retain the water so it doesn't go everywhere. Since this is the end right here, I'll go ahead and just do this. I guess we're going to want to capture the water all along. I don't really remember how these things are set up. So I am just going to place blocks along like this and hope for the best. Okay. So when we place water, let's place it on this one. So it goes over both sides and we have no rotation. That's not what we want. So I need to stop water from going on one side. So we do this. And now we have a little bit of spin action, which is great. So it looks like the first thing we want to do is just add this here, right? And then I can place buckets of water all along this area and hopefully I'll just spin. Now, if I place bucket of water here, I think it might go over the side. So I'm probably going to want to cap it like so. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. If I place it here, yeah, everything is fine. That looks good. I do believe that I have heard that you can use like bubble columns. So like putting soul sand under here to make the water wheels go faster. And I guess you'd put soul sand on this side or the magma blocks to like suck the water down. I don't know. I heard that you can do that. That's really not something that we need to do. So I'm probably not going to worry about that too much. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab some water, have water running over these wheels. And then the next thing is we need to get the rotational energy from this up here. All right, guys. So the next thing that we need to do is get that rotational energy from down below up through that hole so we can power our sifters, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So really what we're going to need to do is get ourselves a gearbox. That way we can go through a 90-degree turn. We're going to want this vertical gearbox essentially, but you get the vertical gearbox by making the regular one and then just crafting it, right? So that crafts back and forth. Anyway, in order to make a gearbox, we need to get ourselves an andesite casing plus 4 cogwheels. Cogwheels, a shaft plus a plank. So that's pretty simple. We already have 1 cogwheel, so we just need 3 more. And that means we need some more planks here. So let's grab those real quick. So 3 planks, 3 shafts. There is the cogwheel. All right, so we do that, and then I need to get myself an andesite casing. So in order to do that, we need a stripped log, and then we have to right click it with an andesite alloy. Boom, there's our casing. Very good. So the casing plus 4 cogs gives us a gearbox, and then we put the gearbox into here, and that gives us our vertical gearbox. Okay, so now that we have that, we do need to get ourselves, I move things around and now I can't find anything. Oh, I have them on me. We need the shafts. So the shaft comes out of the water wheel. It's going to go into the vertical gearbox, right? So water wheel, shaft, vertical gearbox, then we can bring this up out of the ground. So that is what we are about to do. So let's go back down under here. So we have these things turning. I did turn down the sound for them. If we go under, is it options, music and sound? That's under ambient environment. Otherwise, these are pretty loud. I guess it doesn't play sound anymore, which is fine. But yeah, I turned down the ambient environment and that stopped making those have sound, I guess. So that's what we're going with. Anyway, so we need to put a shaft here. Right, and then we put our vertical gearbox here. And you can see that is turning just fine. Now I need to go up out of this. So let me diggy some blocks and we will place these shafts below us and hopefully be able to go up like this. Yep, that looks like it's going to be no problem at all. Awesome. So at this point, what we need to do is get our sifters over here. So I should, well, actually I probably want it up that high. Let me place that one back. I should be able to place a sifter here. So that's turning just like we want. And we said we wanted like 3 of these things going. All right, so there's 1 sifter, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can see how this one is turning the opposite way. That's just the way the gears work. And honestly, what we probably want to do is cap this off. Instead of having a sifter here, just have a spinning cog wheel. Because we're not actually going to use this sifter. What we want to do is have these things powered so they're sifting, right? But we want access to the bottom side so we can pull out of them with a hopper if we're going to automate this. So yeah, I mean, while we can just leave that like this is using up some of our rotational energy for no good reason. So we're going to want to swap that out with a cog. Unfortunately, we have used up all of our shafts, so I will have to make another one. Or another set of 8, I suppose. So that is 2 andesite alloy in order to do that. So I need more iron nuggets. And we saw we got iron nuggets from sifting gravel, which we have none of right now. So the thing that we need to do is just place down a little bit of cobblestone, right? And vein mine, hammer these. There we go. So now we have some gravel. We need an andesite mesh. Andesite mesh? Yeah, you know what? Actually, hold on a second. We have these. I was thinking we needed the string mesh, but I could smelt this down. Well, anyway, since we're already here, I'm going to go ahead and place that right like that. And we're just going to drop the gravel in there and let it do its thing automatically. That's right. No more having to use our hunger to do this. It is just creating the items and putting it inside the sifter. And then we can right click on it whenever we see fit. Another thing we could do is just, like I was saying, we're going to automate this thing. So we could make ourselves a chest and put a hopper underneath there and just start collecting the items, which probably is the best thing that we should do right now. So I will go ahead and just put a chest right here and a hopper right there. And there we go. There's all the stuff that we are collecting out of that gravel. That is pretty fantastic. So since we have stuff over here, I guess I could take the stuff that we have already sifted, right? And kind of, well, I guess not that. I guess all that stuff is fine. Yeah, we could put all this stuff together, just kind of consolidate things together. Cool. All right, so that looks good to me. Yeah, we did need to get ourselves some iron, so I will take, oh, we do have 8 of those. Perfect. So I'll take 8 of these and we will put them into the furnace and start smelting. Although, yeah, I don't think we have any coal. We have 1 coal here. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'll go ahead and smelt those down. We'll get the iron. We should be able to make the andesite alloy for the shafts and continue on. We'll be back, guys. Cool. So we got ourselves a cog replacing the sifter that was here. It's just a small cog, just the one shaft plus the one plank, right? And yeah, everything is exactly as we left it. All this says finished sifting. We got ourselves some emerald, which is cool. Some other raw resources. And I did smelt down the 8 iron. So now we have what's left right here in our chest. So let's go to the quest book here. I was thinking that we needed to get into the pedestal mod today to start creating resources. That is going to be this quest here. But yeah, we still have a few quests to do before we get to that point. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Blazing dust. This quest right here, by sifting dust, you can occasionally get blaze powder. This potent powder can be used in a squeezer to obtain some of your first lava. All right, so that's some things that we need to do here. Let's grab a couple more of these wooden hoppers, and we will grab some more wood here. I'm just gonna make 2 more single chests, and we are gonna set these up over here. 1 for sand, and then 1 for, oop, I didn't mean to combine that. And we're gonna place 1 here for dust. Okay, that way we can keep our materials separated, and they all have their own special place to go. Okay, I think that makes sense. So this wanted us to sift some dust. So let's grab the 17 dust that we currently have, and we'll just go ahead and throw that right into this one. Right like so, yep. And that should yield us some blaze powder over time. We've got nothing yet. Let's take a look here. Blaze powder. I have caps lock on. I'll turn it off. And we go to sifting recipes. So yeah, dust on andesite mesh gives us blaze powder. I did make 2 more andesite mesh, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. Yep, so that's just a 10% chance. So we should get some eventually. And then we also had some sand that we could sift as well. So I'll go ahead and throw that into here. Actually, before I do, well, let's back up. This one right here, this quest, balance sifting. Sifters that are waterlogged sometimes produce alternate resources. To waterlog a sifter, you must place it into a block of water, which is true, or you can just place a block of water into it, right? So you can waterlog it. So yeah, for sand, we're going to go ahead and just do this. I don't think, let's take a look at this. I don't think there's much that you get out of sand just from sifting it without being waterlogged. Yeah, so you get cocoa beans and sugar cane from the unwaterlogged one, 30%, 10%. If you do waterlog it though, you get salt, slime balls, sea pickle, clay balls, seagrass, and kelp. So yeah, we'll go ahead and just run the 16 through there. In a waterlogged sieve, how do we do over here? We got 2 blaze powder, okay. And this wanted us to just have 1. All right, so let's take the 1 blaze powder. We got 3 more, half a stack of dust, which is great, and 10 XP. Okay, so we'll put the rest of the blase powder in there, and I'll just put the rest of this dust here to be sieved. Okay, very good. So yeah, this wanted us to get 30, or no, it wanted us to get 1 clay ball. Okay, so that quest is now complete. So there's half a stack of clay ball and 32 salt. Very good. And you know what? Since we got what we needed to complete that quest, I will go ahead and stop sifting this. Waterlogged, we'll try and get the cocoa beans and the sugar cane because we will want those eventually. But like when we fully automate this, I think we're just going to be doing it through the waterlogged version, just so we can keep getting clay and slime balls. So we did get the 1 cocoa bean, which is cool, but we have not gotten the sugar cane yet. Let's take a look at the redstone dust. Redstone is your gateway into energy production and management. After you get some, look at some of the power generation mods like cyclic, thermal expansion, and mechanism. So in order to get redstone dust, we can get it from dust on an andesite mesh. So we should have some in our chest right here. Boom. Redstone dust. Beautiful. Okay, so that quest is now complete. That gives us 8 more redstone dust and a redstone lantern, which doesn't give that much light. But yeah, we got one of those, so that's pretty cool. And then finally, pasture seeds. Sifting dirt has a chance of producing pasture seeds, which can turn dirt into grass. Using bone meal on grass can grow a variety of flowers, seeds, and roots. The golden egg given as a reward can make delightful dirt, which makes passive mobs spawn faster. Okay, and that gives us the greenest thumb with silk touch on it and mending, which is cool. So we have 2 sieves here that are not doing anything, so we need to sift some dirt to try and get some pasture seeds. I have 12. Let's just throw it into this one here, I guess. So yeah, we'll sift through a little bit of dirt. Hopefully we'll get that pasture seed relatively quickly. It does not look like we got ourselves sugarcane, unfortunately, but we did get some cactus, which is cool. Is this sugarcane right here? Flax, beetroot. Mycelium spores? Oh no, we're not looking for sugarcane right now. We're looking for the pasture seed. That's what we're trying to get out of this, right? So we got some tough chunks, diorite, andesite chunk. Okay, so you can make more andesite then, I guess, out of dirt, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure I knew that before. Is it 4 of those? Yeah, 4 of those turn into 1 andesite. So that's a way how you can get more of it. So we got tomato seeds. Man, we are knocking those pasture seeds. Like, what is the rate? Let's take a look. Dirt. What is the percent chance that we'll actually get a pasture seed? Whoop, it was this first one here. So the pasture seed is a 15% chance. We should get one. Oh, we did. We got 1. Perfect. Okay. A seedy place. So that is now done. That's going to give us that greenest thumb, silk touch mending shovel, and this golden egg. Fantastic. Okay, so all these quests are done. So the next thing is milking fire, blazing the way forward. Right, so a squeezer. Let's go ahead and bookmark that. I'll unbookmark these things. Let's read the quest. The squeezer squeezes fluids out of items. To do so, place an item inside, then repeatedly jump on it until it's done. This fluid is pushed into a tank on either side of the squeezer. If it isn't drained, you can't squeeze another item. Reset the squeezer with a redstone signal. Notably, you can squeeze blaze powder into lava. Yeah, so the squeezer actually has, you might be able to see it, but there's like a line that runs down the center of it. So 2 sides can't get fluid, only 2 sides can get fluid out of it. So keep that in mind when you make a squeezer yourself. So anyway, we need to get ourselves a block of iron. So we need 10 iron, 2 planks. These are planks, right? Yeah, any Minecraft planks, and then 4 sticks. I don't think we have enough iron right now. No, so I need to grab more iron and schmelterate it. Let's take a look over here. We only have 1 iron. So I guess the next step for us is I need to go ahead and get some more gravel and run it through here. So let me go ahead and get that done. All right, cool. So we got a lot of iron out of sifting. I did a full stack of cobblestone and turned it into gravel, and we sifted it. You can see we had a lot of iron being smelted here. We have a lot more iron here, and then I have a block plus another ingot in my inventory. We have enough to actually make this squeezer. So there we go. So the squeezer is now done. I made the advancement squeezing like a boss. All right, so yes, as I was saying before, you can see there is a couple of cutouts on either side. That is how you can get the fluid out of this thing. So now that this is done, this is actually going to give us a tank. So we'll just throw a tank back here. So when we squeeze something that has fluid, it will be able to go into the tank. So yeah, we wanted to squeeze a blaze powder, if I remember correctly, right? So we put a blaze powder here, and then we jump on this thing multiple times. So it gets all the way down. And there we go. Then we got some lava in the tank now. So that's great. We also needed a way to reset that so we can make ourselves a pressure plate, either a wood pressure plate or a button. Probably the pressure plate is the easiest way so you don't have to keep like right clicking. So there you go. We reset it. And then we're going to want more blaze powder. Anyway, so this wanted us to get ourselves a bucket of lava, right? So we had to do this 3 times in total. So this is our second one. I have 2 more in my inventory. So we got to do a little bit of jumpy action here to get this finished. And yeah, we got half a bucket in there. So we put that in there. We keep jumping. Very cool. We got a third of a bucket, or I'm sorry, 3/4 of a bucket in there. And this will be the last one. And there we go. We have a full bucket. Sweet. So we don't have a bucket, but this wants us to make one. So we can do that with the iron that we currently have. So this makes a bucket, and there we go. There's our lava. So quest complete, liquid fire. That's going to give us pointed dripstone, 4 of them, and a fluid hopper. Collects and moves fluids. All right, so pointed dripstone, fluid hopper, and a bucket of lava. Very cool. So the next thing that this wants us to do is material generator, material, and you. So with access to lava, you can now craft and install a material generator onto a pedestal. For further documentation on pedestals, click here to see its quests. The most immediate use will be placing a stone block under the material generator to provide an unlimited source of cobble for you to sift for your resources. Hint, make sure you have the upgrade in your offhand before right-clicking to insert it onto the pedestal. Otherwise, you'll put the upgrade on display. Right, so that is a thing. So pedestal. If we come in here, we take a look at this. So in order to make a pedestal, we are going to need some smelted stone slab, smooth stone, whatever, and then a linking tool, right? So let's actually bookmark some of these things here. Linking tool you get by having a bookshelf. You need a diamond, an emerald, lapis, prismarine crystal, nether quartz, apatite, some kind of a gem in your offhand, and then you need an iron rod. I think you can also use a stick if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can just use a regular stick in your main hand, but you need a bookshelf in order to do anything. So that means we need sugarcane or some way to make paper. I don't think there is another way for us to make paper. Let's take a look real quick. So there is sawdust. Is there an easy way for us to get sawdust? Can we hammer? I wonder. I don't know if I tried this before, but I wonder, can we hammer a log to get sawdust? That work? No, that just gives us a log back. Okay, so I don't think that is a way that we're gonna be able to do it. Basically, we need to get ourselves some sugarcane, which means I need to get some more sand sifted so we can get sugarcane in here, and then we need to grow that. So yeah, I think I will go ahead and just sift some sand and get that going for now. Okay, so I just sifted a stack of sand, and we got a bunch of stuff. In fact, I planted the sugarcane, the extra that we got. We have 12 more in my inventory. I'm not actually sure why I have 12. I should only need 9. We have 12 in my inventory, and we got some bamboo that I've planted over here. That's starting to grow, so we can, I don't know, use bamboo for decoration or something later on. Anyway, so we are trying to make the pedestal. In order to do that, we need the linking tool. In order to make a linking tool, we need a bookshelf. So let's make a bookshelf. We need 9 paper, and then we need to turn that into a book, right? So that is something. Let's take a look here. If I can click. Am I not clicking in this thing? Book? Okay, so yeah, leather and paper make a book. We can also use canvas, and canvas is made from straw, right? Okay, so we were given straw as part of our quest before. We have 16 of it, in fact. So yeah, we only need to make 3 canvas. We'll take that straw and just put that back away, and we'll do this and that, and there is our books. And then we are just gonna need to get a little bit of plankage happening here to finish it up and turn that into a bookshelf. So there is that and our 3 books. Boom, bookshelf. Local librarian. Okay, so it said that we can use something like one of these gems. I don't know. I think lapis was one that it said we could use, so I'll just put that in my offhand. And then we needed a stick in our main hand. 1 stick. And then we right click. Okay, so there we go. There's our linking tool. Quest complete. Linking a tool. Oh, you know what? Yeah, they said that there was the pedestal quests, and I didn't even look at this. So yeah, there's the pedestal quests here. Linking tool is the first thing that actually gives us a bookshelf back, and then that wants us to make the pedestal here for this particular quest. And again, we've seen this stuff. So how are we doing on smelted stone? Not real good, actually. So let me go ahead and grab 8 more of this. We'll throw that into the furnace here. And we also have some coal. I'll just throw some of that into here. Good. So now we got that crafting up. So I'll go ahead and make some stone slabs. We need to have, I think, 4 total smelted stone, right? Pedestal. Yeah, so 4 smelted stone plus the linking tool and then the stone slabs in order to make this. So we have to wait just a little bit longer here in order to get the smelted stone requirement met. Yeah, we're almost done. We just got to wait half an item more to smelt here, and then we are good to go. And here it is. Very good. Okay, so there's that, and this guy. Boom, there's our first pedestal. Ooh, task completed, quest completed, quest completed. Very cool. All right, so that's going to give us another bookshelf and some range augments. So pedestal tank optional. That's just crafting a bucket. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, so upgrade tool. This is a thing that we are going to need, and an upgrade tool is made very similarly to how we made the other one, except with a gold ingot in our offhand. Cool. Yeah, so we already had enough gold from sifting earlier, so we can go ahead and make the upgrade tool. So there we go. We have both of these things now, so that's fantastic. Our sugarcane over here, we did complete this quest from getting sugarcane, so that's going to give us some bone meal. That's going to give us 3 paper, a sponge, and a sponge bee spawn egg. That's some interesting stuff here. I'm not sure why they're giving us a sponge and sponge bee. Apparently they want us to look at that for some reason, but we'll hold off on that for now. All right, so getting back to the on the pedestal section, we will claim a golden marshmallow and an ancient tome. This has efficiency +1 on it, or I guess +1 efficiency. Anyway, also I have eaten enough foods where we gained 2 more hearts there. This golden marshmallow, yeah, looks like that will also assist in gaining more hearts. So we'll eat that as well since I was slightly hungry. And where are we at here? Okay, so filters and all this kind of stuff, guys. As much as I wanted to get this all hooked up and start automatically getting resources going into it, I think we're running a little long in this episode today, unfortunately. So we're going to have to wait until next episode to get that going. We did get the water wheels hooked up, and so we have automated rotational energy going into our sifters. So anytime we need to sift stuff, we can just put stuff in there and we're good to go. We don't have to waste hunger on the hand crank. So that is fantastic. There is a way that we can automate this guy as well. We'll explore that probably soon, because I definitely don't want to be jumping on this a whole bunch of times for all the lava that we are going to need in the future. So we'll check that out probably next episode or the one after that. But anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you on the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.